So the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is in a few hours, and of course the main talking point is the new console and maybe some new big game drops. But surely I'm not the only one wondering if there's going to be any kind of announcement for Splatoon, right? And let me tell you, when I mean any type of announcement, I mean any type of announcement. It could even be something like a Marvel post-credit scene saying Splatoon 4 will return on the Nintendo Switch 2. Anything at all. So I got to thinking, and honestly at first, I thought it would be pretty neat to see even a bit of news on the development of the next game, such as how Metroid Prime 4 got one 7 whole years ago. But if we're talking about Splatoon 4 getting a similar announcement to that, let's just hope the fourth title of long-time development curse doesn't happen again. But I just don't really think there's going to be any kind of announcement during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And I'm sure a lot of people agree to that due to the fact that Splatoon 3 still gets small updates every now and then. Seasonal Splatfests are still ongoing, and maybe there's even one last batch of new weapons that's gonna release. And let's not forget, this game isn't even 3 years old. But you know, going from Splat 1's release on the Wii U to Splat 2's release on the Switch only took 2 years and 55 days. And since Splatoon 3's release, it's already been 2 years and 205 days. We're kind of back in the era of waiting for Splatoon to be on the cool new Nintendo console with the sequel game. And let's not forget, this series is also about to celebrate its 10 years since its release in a few months. So does that increase the odds of any Splatoon related announcement? So I got to more thinking. If it's anything similar to the Nintendo Switch presentation back in 2017, then it'll maybe be 15 to 20 minutes talking about the console's new features, hardware, and whatever else we don't already know about this thing. And then the rest is just going to be big game drops to get everybody excited and give you more reason to buy a Switch 2. Splatoon 2 was also announced during this Switch presentation with many other games such as ARMS, Xenoblade 2, and Mario Odyssey. So if it's similar to that presentation, the Switch 2 will have games. And with the series reaching a big 10-year milestone, with a brand new console right around the corner, maybe there could be some kind of announcement. Little did I know, and I kind of forgot that Mr. Video Game himself would be celebrating his 40th birthday this year. And no, not that guy, but this mustachioed plumber right here. So, yeah. 40 years of Mario celebration seems pretty much an obvious talking point, rather than Splatoon's 10 years. And by the looks of it too, it seems like every 5 years Nintendo has something for Mario's anniversary as well. They've been doing it since the 20th anniversary, and it also seems like they don't really do celebrations to capitalize on a game series until it turns 20. But just know, I know for a fact Mario is practically set up to have a new game on the 40th anniversary on a new console that isn't Mario Kart 9. So what does that leave for Splatoon? Well, like I said earlier, probably no announcement on the Switch 2 Direct. And once again, I'm sure many people would also agree it would still feel a little too early for anything at all regarding Splat 4, which I'm perfectly okay with. Just gotta let them cook, you know? Gotta give the dev team all the time they need to make a great sequel to this ongoing series. And maybe they're busy working on another game. I kind of forget if the dev team also works on Animal Crossing, which could also probably get a new release for the Switch 2. I just do wonder if there's a chance for some kind of celebration for the 10th anniversary from the devs and not Nintendo themselves. Maybe just a special Splatfest or a special set of gear? Or, just hear me out, instead of Splat 4 getting announced during the Switch 2, what are the chances of a spin-off to the series getting announced to celebrate 10 years? Yeah, no, I thought about that too, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem like an announcement for a spin-off like that would happen when there's other games such as Mario Kart 9, new 3D Mario, or more games available on the Switch because of its better hardware. At most, if we're talking about any announcement at all for Splatoon, maybe it's possible that themes return, and then surely we will get a Splatoon home screen theme. And that's it. because I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I really don't think there's going to be anything Splatoon game-related announced this Direct. I will say I still believe in maybe a spin-off happening in the near future as a nice surprise, and I know you may be asking, well, what would that spin-off look like? What would it be? What's the gameplay? Well, let me tell you, that's for another video to talk about. But with my magical delusional powers of an all-seeing eye into the future, I gotta say the likelihood of another Nintendo Direct where said spin-off could get announced doesn't seem too far off. Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon ZA don't have official release dates yet, and it still looks like they're going to release this year. So, the next Nintendo Direct after the Switch 2 Direct would be a perfect spot to unveil a non-existent Splatoon spin-off to celebrate the 10 years? And if you're wondering when that next Nintendo Direct is going to be, I estimate it's going to be around the time of Summer Game Fest, where other companies are also lining up their new game announcements. So mark your calendars. But once again, remember, this is also just another hopium-filled delusion due to the fact that there's probably not going to be anything Splatoon-related in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that is quite literally a few hours away. You know, final thoughts here, and I can't believe I didn't think about this, but I kind of realized that there is going to be a new Mario Kart on the Switch 2, and Inklings are technically playable characters in those games. So if we're going to get anything Splatoon related that isn't themes, maybe we'll see them again in Mario Kart 9, unless for some reason they just completely remove them. I don't know, that'd be kind of insane. So you know what? There you go. No Splatoon 4. We're getting Inklings back in Mario Kart 9. And I'll say this right here, right now. You want Splatoon 4? Well, check this out. Splatoon 4, not getting announced tomorrow in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. But instead, it will get announced on the March 11th, 2026 Nintendo Direct. And it'll release on June 25th, 2027. Mark your calendars and save this video and come back when the time is right. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, and look forward to next video where we talk more about Splatoon 4. Because it may be too early to announce the game, but it's never too early to talk about predictions. And it's been almost half a year since the Grand Festival. Since Team Past 1. So, why not? You know? It's just like, what else is there to say? I mean, Splatoon 4 is definitely going to happen. It's a brand new console. Why would Nintendo not put Splatoon 4 on a brand new console? That's just missed opportunity. They're not capitalizing on it. They know this is a very successful IP, so why would there be no game? I can't believe people think this is it. Splatoon is over. No, only the story.